The Eagles, Rams, Browns, and Bengals are on a bye, so which wide receivers should you start in Week 9? Well, SI's fantasy analyst Michael Fabiano is here with that insight. Fabs, who should fantasy managers put in their lineups this week?
I like Justin Jefferson. I get it. He had a stinker last week because the Packers decided to cover him with Jair Alexander, and he has been one of the top cover corners in the National Football League. The matchup is much better this week against Detroit. They've allowed an average of more than 180 receiving yards per game to wide receivers, and 7 wideouts have scored 17-plus fantasy points against them. So Jefferson is in a bounce-back state this week against Detroit. And then Deontay Johnson. This basically should be Steelers wide receivers, right? Deontay Johnson, Juju Smith-Schuster, Chase Claypool, all in a good spot against the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys have allowed 8 receivers to score 15 or more fantasy points from the outside, and the position has scored 11 touchdowns. The Cowboys' defense is an absolute mess. So I know Deontay Johnson comes with some risk because he hasn't been durable, but the matchup is right, and it's also right for Claypool this week. So start Johnson, start Claypool, and heck, start most of your Steelers against the Cowboys.
I like that advice, Babs. All right, for more analysis on wide receivers like Will Fuller and an old Steelers wide receiver, Antonio Brown, who's also on Fab's start list, make sure to check out the article, guys. But now let's go to receivers that you don't like, Fabs.
Yeah, Devontae Parker is a fade for me again. I said to sit him last week. He only had 2 targets. One of them was a touchdown, but he still did next to nothing. Here's the problem. The Dolphins' offense looked a lot different without Ryan Fitzpatrick, and it was not a good different. Tua Tagovailoa had 93 passing yards in the game. And at this point, I can't trust any Dolphins receivers against Arizona. And then CeeDee Lamb of my beloved Dallas Cowboys. The loss of Dak Prescott has really sapped Lamb of a lot of his fantasy appeal. Over the last 3 weeks, he's combined to score 22.1 fantasy points. Combined. That's not good. The targets are also down. And the Steelers have allowed just 2 wide receivers to score more than 12 fantasy points against them from the slot. So unfortunately, as good as CeeDee Lamb is with the question marks at the quarterback position in Dallas, he is a fade for me.
Understandable. But also on your sit-on list is DJ Shark and Darius Slayton. Fabs, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate all of this insight. For more insight, guys, and Sports Illustrated's award-winning weekly player rankings, make sure to get your membership to SI Fantasy Plus for just $14.99 a month.